A Texas education committee is backtracking on its recommendation to omit the word heroic when teaching about the men who guarded the Alamo in history class. The committee revised the standard in after the Texas State Board of Education received hundreds of calls and emails opposing last week's recommendation. Those against the change raised concerns that it could water down Texas history. The new suggestion says 7th grade students must learn of the heroism of the diverse defenders at the Alamo and of William B. Travis's victory or death letter. The Texas State Board of Education's advisory panel suggested the change last week in an effort to tackle the restructuring of the curriculum, claiming that heroic was a value-charged word. The curriculum currently states that the siege of the Alamo and all of the heroic defenders who gave their lives there, according to Dallas News. The phrase "and all of the heroic defenders who gave their lives there" would be cut. Stop political correctness in our schools, Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, said on last week. Share this article. Share. Of course, Texas school children should be taught that Alamo defenders were heroic. I fully expect the State Board of Education to agree. Contact your SBOE member to complain. This politically correct nonsense is why I'll always fight to honor the Alamo defenders' sacrifice, he said. His letter and the defenders' actions must remain at the very core of Texas history teaching. This is not debatable to me. The letter could be included in overall Alamo teaching, however. Debbie Radcliffe, spokeswoman for the Texas Education Agency, explained to the Dallas News that they had aimed to see if things could be reduced by either deleting information, combining standards, or clarifying. Radcliffe added, that was the goal. They suggested deleting the Travis letter because they think when teachers talk about the Alamo they will absolutely mention it, but not having it outlined specifically just meant teachers would spend less time on it. A vote is said to occur in November. The Battle of the Alamo is regarded as the climax of the Texas Revolution, but is seen as a controversial topic in depicting who the actual heroes were. For Anglo-United States immigrants at the time, annexation meant freeing the state from the autocratic rule of Mexico and General Santa Anna. These white Texan immigrants also wanted to maintain slavery as the Mexican government had abolished all forms of the human enslavement in 1829. The early depictions of Texas history was good guys against bad guys, white guys against brown guys, democracy against tyranny, said James Crisp, a historian at North Carolina State University, according to Splinter News. Then, there was a counter-story switching good guys and bad guys. The Americans were all racist, taking the Mexicans' land. Both of those stories are way overly simplistic.